Joining us now is Patrizia Brown, who is the co-founder of Kairos Pilgrimages. So thank you so much for being with us, Patrizia.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Maybe if we could start off by talking a little bit about Kairos and its relationship with, hopefully I'll get this right, Opera Romano Pellegrinaggi.
Very good.
Which is a Vatican-based pilgrimage organization. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the relationship and how that formed.
Yeah. So Opera Romano Pellegrinaggi is the Vatican's Office of Pilgrimages, and precisely is an activity of the Vicariate of Rome, a department of the Holy See, and is under the guidance of the Vicar of the Holy Father, Cardinal Vallini. It was created in 1934 under Pius XI. The Pope realized there were many pilgrims going to Rome, but without any spiritual and logistical guidance. So Opera Romana became the organization able to support the pilgrims and their logistical assistance, and also the spiritual assistance, mainly the spiritual assistance. So since then, 80 years has passed by. Wow. And now Opera Romana is a big organization, has been helping thousands of pilgrims to deepen their faith. And our mission that distinguishes ORP from a regular travel agency is very clear. We evangelize through the tool that is the pilgrimage. And also another big difference is the pastoral center. So the heart of ORP is the pastoral center. It's the place where we are inspired by a spiritual theme. And everything comes after, the logistics come after. But our first need is fulfill this kind of calling to an encounter to God. Okay. Yeah. And Kairos has been established mainly to serve ORP pilgrims from the United States and Canada with the same kind of warmth that we embrace our pilgrims in Rome too. So Rome is quite far. So we had to have some people here to be able to embrace our pilgrims here directly. Sure. Yes.
And talk about, I know people sometimes get a misunderstanding of what a pilgrimage is. Some think of it as a vacation, but talk a little bit about the pilgrimage. I know you've mentioned the Pilgrim Way, and maybe if you could talk about that and what a pilgrimage really is.
We believe, and I believe too, that the pilgrimage is a journey of the Spirit. So we also believe that it's a metaphor of life. Everything that we need to learn in life can be really concentrated in the experience of the pilgrimage, which is not the destination. The pilgrimage is the journey. Everything that we can learn in the journey is the preparation in order to become aware of the step that we're taking when we cross the threshold of a sacred place. So the pilgrim, what we call the pilgrim lifestyle, how a pilgrim used to live before. So if we connect with the old figure of the pilgrim, he was the one who was able to embrace everything, accept everything. So see the journey as the pattern to connect to God and see Him in everything around, even in himself. But he had to be able to know himself first, know things around him with a different depth. This is what we need nowadays. So the pilgrims nowadays is someone who needs to change his attitude and see things in a different way, ask the help of God to see ourselves as we are, and so be able through His help to accept ourselves. And only this full acceptance that is not surrendering, but rather see the beauty of the creation. So in this way, I can just simply be, and not expect anything. And so this attitude will change our relationship with other people and everything else, including ourselves. And we can also learn how to not waste resources and be very simple.
And Kairos is here in the New England and Canada region for people that want to connect and want to go on a pilgrimage. They would contact you?
Yeah, they can contact our office, visit our website, kairospilgrimages.com. And in order to fulfill also this need of being a little bit more contemplative, not really run after things, rather concentrate on the quality of time, which is actually the meaning for Kairos. We have a pilgrimage that we like to open to everybody from the United States and Canada. We want to join us. It's called the Holy Land, the Praiseful Peace. That is going to happen in November.
Great, great.
Yeah.
And I know you talked about too the pilgrim lifestyle, but talk about the experience too. If a pilgrimage is done properly, the pilgrim carries that into their life, and it becomes a. You mentioned too right before we started. Once you're a pilgrim, you're a pilgrim for life.
Yeah.
Maybe talk about that too.
Yeah. If we face the pilgrimage with a different attitude, compared to what we face our ordinary life, which is pretty much, as I said, running after things. So we have this very superficial relationship with things. We can't really see through. So the experience of being on a journey of the spirit is pretty much going in an inner journey, going inwardly, and find the space for quality of time. Rather than quantity of things that I can do. Unfortunately, we are very busy in our lives, so even our technology takes us pretty much away from this inner space. So I would say the pilgrimage can give us the opportunity to see the space and actually be in contact with the space, even when I'm talking to you, or when I'm doing my dishes, or taking care of my child. We need that space. A priest told me, having Martha and Maria working together.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're running out of time, but maybe just quickly, you do pilgrimages everywhere. You mentioned the Holy Land experience too. But any particular places that people can go on pilgrimages? They could find out more about it through you.
Yeah, we do the pilgrimages connected to the biblical itineraries, the Old and New Testament, all the places connected to the Virgin Mary, so very important sanctuaries where she appeared. We have also itineraries we call religious and cultural itineraries all over Europe and the world, and we do special events like the Marathon of Peace that was for the first time done during the Intifada. So ORP cooperated with the local government, and for the first time Palestinians and Israeli were able to actually run for the peace and enter in Jerusalem and enter in Bethlehem with the only goal of the peace. It was beautiful. So we have the same event in October, but this time will be the Walk for the Peace called John Paul II.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Patrizia, for being with us. And once again, they can contact you through a website?
Yeah, the website would be the quickest way, or you can call us, and the website is Kairos with a K, pilgrimages.com.
Thanks so much, Patrizia, for being with us.